Well, it's taken some time. Rumours have abounded for several days, but finally New Zealand media have broken the news that some of their Olympic crews who didn't qualify for the Games have been called back from their various holidays over Southeast Asia. The men's quad in particular, I understand the women's quad too, have been called back into training on the strong possibility that those crews will be put into the Rio Olympics. The word that I've heard, and the New Zealand media haven't reported this, is that there is an issue in rowing in particular with the Russian men's quad. I don't know about that, and that is yet to be confirmed by men's rowing. My understanding is that one of the crew who won the qualification regatta may have failed a drugs test. And if that is the case, I think that's a terrible blow, not just for the sport of rowing, but for my old coach and friend Mike Spracklin, who coached that crew. It's something that's very difficult to comprehend. I think just before I did commentary in the Poznan regatta, the strong word was that with the new Russian president, the act of Russia was cleaned up with strong coaches like Mike Spracklin now running the Russian rowing system. The danger of Russian doping abuse was much lower than it had been when, of course, Russia was suspended. I think back in 2007, their women's quad was had the gold medal at the World Rowing Championships taken away from them. That all seemed behind the sport of rowing, but now it has come back. I have to say, though, for me, it's great news that this has been discovered. I think it's great news for the New Zealand team that scullers, hard-working scullers like John Story, who was in Poznan racing in a single, was going to be the spare in the Olympic team. George Bridgewater, who I know very well when he was in England, both at Tideway Scullers and came down to row at Molesey. Those guys that have been working so hard have had their Olympic dreams shattered by not qualifying, and that place has been taken away illicitly by a crew who were seemingly using, or an individual who was seemingly using performance enhancing drugs. We've yet to have that verified by World Rowing, but certainly that's the very strong sense that I get, that crews like the New Zealand men's quad are now going to get their rightful place in the Olympics. More than that, we don't know. I hope that none of the other crews at qualification regatta or any of the other tests on historical doping abuses, perhaps in Beijing or even in London, have turned up positive for rowing. I really hope that's not the case. But it is big news that the New Zealand crews are back in training, and I have to say, for the sport of rowing, if now these tests are revealing the extent to which some crews or some individuals are going to improve their performance, then this can only be good for the sport. So on the one sense, it's a very sad day. On another, great for the Kiwis, who have had the presence of mind to get their crews back into training, do all that work, and it looks like we might see the All Black Blades in a few more events in the Rio Olympics. Well done, you All Blacks.